I got two pickles, I got two pickles, I got two pickles. Hey, hey. If I had before and after pictures to show you, I don't want to bring them up. I have them, but I don't want to bring them up. Hey y'all, today I have one of my favorite things that I love to do in makeup, my eyebrows. Eyebrows were something that interested me from the start. I figured why not share my tips and tricks that I learned over time from people and just playing around in makeup. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. So if you want to know how we did these brows today, please keep watching. Alright, so I figured we could do a little brow tutorial using two different products, a pencil and a powder. When I first started doing my eyebrows, I used powder. If you want to first, before buying any kind of brow powder or product, you can always take any color of eyeshadow that matches the roots of your hair or the natural color of your brow hair to kind of play with it first so you can kind of get comfortable with doing your brows. I'm gonna use this brow powder. This is by Anastasia in the color medium brown. It kind of matches my brow hair. Whoa, it doesn't match it here on camera, but it matches in person, I promise. So I just have this little spoolie brush I bought years ago from Elf. It was $1. Dollar make it holla. So I'm just gonna show you a little tip that I learned. So in order to find your brow, your personalized brow shape, you take your pencil, you put it right here where your nose creases, right here. You see where my nose creases right there? You're gonna put it right there. You're gonna hold it straight up, wherever the tip of the pencil is, where it's at right there. You're gonna hold it straight. You're gonna mark it like that. And that's where your brow should start. So now we're gonna go right here, kind of halfway. You're gonna kind of hold it at a slant. So you're gonna put it in the middle and lean it up like that. And then this, wherever it points, that's where your arch is gonna be. So you can kind of mark it. And then if you go down here, bottom of your nose, this little crease down here, you're gonna hold it at a slant, like that. And then you're gonna kind of lay it down. And then that's where your brow is supposed to end, right there. It's kind of like surgery, right? Where you want what, you know what I mean? I don't know anything about surgery, so I just see pictures, before and after pictures. So I'm gonna comb up. I'm gonna take a little angled brush. I'm gonna dip into my powder, straight down, just excess. What do we do with excess? Ooh, on your finger. I like to start at the bottom first, kind of map it out. I'm gonna follow my natural brow shape, go right underneath and just do, get a zoomer. Can I zoom in? Anyone? No? If only my dog could do it. I should teach him how to do that. I should teach him how to zoom in for me. We are up close and personal now, baby. I'm gonna take my brush and you can see how I kind of just already lined the bottom of my brow. Just doing little strokes. Follow your natural brow shape. I'm gonna comb up again. I'm gonna continue just to follow. We're gonna kind of connect where we put those lines when we were figuring out where our brow starts, where our arch is, and where it ends. We're just gonna kind of connect it. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take my little spoolie and I'm gonna brush up again. You want to put a little bit of pressure so the color can kind of fade into the brow almost. And you know, don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt yourself. Now we're gonna go to the top. I know some people who like to brush their hairs down and then fill in, you know, whatever sparse areas like this. I have this right here that we could fill in. But then I also know some people who just follow the top of their brow and fill in all their brow. I'm gonna show you both ways. Looks the same. Starting in the middle, and I'm just gonna follow. Who's testing me again, girl? So now this is where I like to actually fill in the brow with the product. Just follow the natural hair wherever your hair is growing, you want to follow that with the color. Now I'm gonna comb up again. Comb up, comb up, comb up. Comb. Okay. Now that we have that, like that, you see how it's kind of, it's more defined. You see how this one's a little, this one's a little. Now the front could be really tricky. My hair, my natural brow hair goes upwards like that. So I always recommend just following the natural growth of your hair. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna clean up all around my brow. I'm gonna give it a sharper, more defined look. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. If you like that natural brow shape, that natural brow look, stick with it, do it. I do it sometimes. If you want to step it up a little bit further, you can take any concealer or your foundation, whatever you want to use. So I like anything that has a thicker consistency. I'm taking a creamy concealer because I find that that's easier to work with when carving out your brow because it doesn't slide like a liquid concealer will. And I like using a flat brush like this because it's easier to carve out. Some people like to use a concealer that's lighter so that way it can highlight your brow too. Now you can use the same color as your foundation. I'm gonna use one that's a little bit, like a tad bit lighter than my foundation. Start small, do little strokes. Get really close where that product is. I'm gonna fill in. Take my little brush, I'm just gonna blend out the concealer. You can leave it like this if you wanted to. You don't have to do anything else. You can just leave it like that. But if you just wanted to kind of give it that clean look on top too, you can just go in with the same color as your concealer. Just follow where we put that product again. And then I like to just, bam! Now as you can see, brows are gonna be different. They're gonna be, they're never, ever, 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 never, ever gonna be the same. One's gonna be thicker than the other. One's gonna have more hair. Okay, so let's get started. This is a brow pencil. Just gonna comb out my brows. Otra vez. I'm gonna do the same thing that we did on this eye with the powder. We're not gonna have a lot of pressure. We're just gonna kind of keep it in between heavy-handed and light-handed, medium-handed. See, this is an example of some messiness you can clean up with your foundation or concealer like we did on this side. Always comb out because it takes out that excess product. And then kind of go over any mistakes, like if you came too far down with your pencil or your product that you use, you can always fix it with your concealer. Alright y'all, well, that is it for my video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope, you know, that I gave you some good tips or tricks that you can put into your routine or that you want to try. And if you do try, let me know. I would love to know if it worked out for you. And if you did enjoy, please, you know, if you want to subscribe or like, or absolutely loved all the feedback that I got on my first video. It was pretty awesome. Such a great feeling to have that so many people cared and shared my video. Every single one of you that watch my videos and that like it and that comment and that subscribe, I'm super, super grateful. So thank you for that, and I will see you in my next one.